Hey, what's good? It's Rotten, and this is the first time in a while I've done voiceover for a video, rather than doing commentary at the same time I'm actually recording a video. So, just want to kind of give my thoughts on my experience with playing Akira the last couple of weeks, and just what I think the character is going to do for me. I am by no means an expert. If you want to see like expert level players, definitely people that are able to do that online. I am a mid-level player at best, as I always say. But you know, I was anticipating playing Akira and like really get into her. I thought I might play Oro and have some fun with him. Also, I apologize if my acoustic sound kind of weird right now. I'm actually not in my normal studio area recording. Different setup right now, so it'll be a little bit echoey. I'll try and clean up as much as I can. But yeah, first of all, thank you to Big Van Vader for playing some matches with me early on. I think this was like either the night of or the night after she released. I can't recall which night it was, but it was very early on. And he actually played me for about 3 sets straight in a personal lobby, so it was first to 3 each time. And yeah, I got 9-0'd. I definitely got 9-0'd. And it's just a lot of issues of just like figuring out exactly what the confirms were, or like, you know, trying to get stuff to actually flow in battle, get the muscle memory down. But during that time frame, I also realized too, I don't think she's quite my kind of character. Visually she is, and I love her fighting style because I've already talked before about like Bachin Quan and how much I love characters that have that style. That's why I made Julie and Tekken, or these two. But yeah, I think just as far as her footsie game, it's just not my speed, and her need to confirm crouching and saying to get her best damage is also not my speed. So it just really felt awkward trying to get things to work out properly. I was getting used to her anti-airs, and I like the fact she has a DP, which is great. I love having a good reversal or decent reversal, and just a nice DP anti-air as well. And her crouch fierce is also good for anti-airs too. So I'm like, okay, this is not too bad as far as controlling the air. But against characters that have like just better normals, it really, you can feel it. Like her normals are fairly. I hate using the word stubby because it's so commonly used, but it's true. Her normals feel fairly stubby. And yeah, there's just not. She's not really a character that keeps you out, but she wants to just get in, which is probably obvious, but I didn't know that at the time, and so I was kind of disappointed when I played. I'm like, I'm not feeling the way she plays. But that being said, I still gave it a try, gave it a shot. There's not going to be any switches on my main characters, thankfully, so that's a good thing, actually. None of my main characters are going to be moved around. I'm not like, oh man, this character's so good. That was my one fear, was that like Akira would be so fun and be so good that I was like, oh, you know what? I got to switch characters again and start learning from scratch or something. It's like, no, she doesn't take over any characters for me. So I'm still maining Jury and Poison, and playing Cammy. Here, now this part right here with the jumping back and forth, that actually was just on me. I could either just jump back and did a jab, but I was really determined to try to do a cross-up DP, and I just didn't do it. So it's lack of familiarity. But yeah, and I think really playing against Birdie with this character was just like a really bad way to start, because Birdie just straight up makes life miserable for her, I swear. Am I gonna get super right there? No, I didn't get super. I'm surprised though, honestly. Just felt he probably didn't feel he needed it, so he didn't do it, or he might have just dropped it. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's so much that Birdie does that keeps her out. His limbs just like outrange her entire body. And I was like really trying to like play some kind of neutral, and I just couldn't get it to work. Now granted, again, this is like night 2, so I really shouldn't have expected anything to like click that quickly. But I could just, you play a character, you just kind of tell like, oh, this is not working out the way I thought it would. that was definitely me at that point. Like, oh yeah, this is definitely not clicking the way I hoped it would at all. And so yeah, I could just tell from this match alone, like it's just like, look at this. In that range, there's just so little she can really. At least it feels like there's so little she can do. Now I'm just jumping because like I don't know what to do to get past all of this. He's just putting out normals. I'm like, I'm eating all of them. I probably could have played a lot smarter, but again, this is still a learning process, I guess, in day 2. And if I'm being honest, like I said, I don't feel she's my kind of character as much as I hope she would be, but I'm okay with it now, because before in Street Fighter V, I didn't have characters that really fit my style at all, and that stressed me out. And I was like, I just can't find a character that I just want to play consistently. There were characters I liked, but it was hard to find a character that spoke to me. And then yeah, I pretty much found that in Poison, and to an extent I found that in Fault, but I kind of realized where Fault lacks for me, and where my mindset's kind of changed with this game. And so yeah, with Poison, and then going back to Jury, like Jury fits me in this game as well. Like it's kind of funny to go to that now and be like, you know, after all this experience of trying the other characters out and characters that release, I'm like, oh, all this time I could have been playing Jury. And yeah, she's the character I should have been playing from the beginning and just stuck with even through the tough times. But you know, the ego wouldn't let me do it. I was like, I got to find a better character. So that said, all complaining being done, I still will play Akira for fun. Just, you know, when I can. I'm not gonna like really stress it a lot because I don't have a lot of time to like study as much as I want to. But playing for fun was not too bad. Like just, and still learning her, like even as rough as like the long range matches were, it was still definitely some stuff there that I picked up, and I could definitely tell where I was making mistakes at. For example, you probably see me cancel to her fireball quite a bit. That's accidental. That's just I don't know if it's habit or what it is, but whenever I get a decent light confirm, I go into the fireball by accident. I should be going into DP. That was a mistake there. I meant to go into super there so I can get in the round. But I did still get the round with the throw, so I kept my meter on that one. But yeah, there's just a lot of drops from just not familiarity with like her moveset and whatnot. So, looking here to see what happens now. Yeah, I'm not using the shoulder charge in the right place. I'm clearly seeing now. And that shoulder charge is actually really good. Orimo, is it? All right, I think it's Orimo. I think I said it right. I'm trying to see how she said it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm saying it right because it's got a little inflection there I'm missing. But anyway, I get grabbed. That DP, I feel like that should have hit. I felt so cheated out of that DP. Oh, get canned. Yeah, this is around the time that this birdie. So I'm not going to show every single match because there's just so much time and I don't want to make this like a 3-hour video. But by this time, Big Van Vader was starting to really just use the can a lot. And I really didn't have a way around it. I decided to try. Oh, yeah. That's another thing that kept happening that I'm not used to. He would anti-air me with V-trigger cancel. I didn't know that was a thing that could be done. This is my first time seeing a birdie do that. I'm pretty sure it's not new. It's just never been a thing before. Because most birdies I've played against have canceled it on some sort of hit. But I guess I got to the point I was jumping so much. And it was kind of predictable. I could definitely tell it's predictable. But yeah, it got to the point where it's like, oh, well, he's going to jump here. He's going to V-trigger and get a full combo in the super. And I think it happens like 2 or 3 times in like all these sets. Man, that can, I don't know what to do with that with Akira. No. If I'm poisoned, I don't necessarily care about the can. I'm not really worried about it. If I'm Jury, I definitely don't care about the can because I can just teleport back with it, or I can throw a projectile with it. I can anti if he tries to get in. With poison, most birdies like to throw that can out. At least online, they throw the can out and then try and do the overhead grab or the dolphin. I like to call it dolphin splash. I know that's not what this actually is. But they'll do that, and I just crouch medium punch, and it just cancels all that shit out. And I'm kind of used to doing that now, and so like when I see birdie go for it, I don't really react the way I should. Did I win this round? Let's see if I win this round, or did we make some comeback? But yeah, so it's really hard for me to like deal with just that can in that situation. I am jumping back in the corner to try and bait something I can neutral, or I can punish if he tries to come in. I got the kit to hit, and now just did cross medium kit because that's +2, or I'm sorry, -2. So it's not my turn, but it's safe. And if he tries to walk away from it, I'm like, oh, I'll get a crouch medium out of this from at the right range. So I did learn that much. Yeah, here we go, can again. Well, I realized now that I did my V skill 2 charge up. I could have honestly did an EX. I didn't mean to get that super out of jab confirm. That's actually a big waste of meter because it's gonna do little damage. But yeah, for that one situation, I could have done. I wonder with the can out if I do EX fireball, if it'll just get rid of the cans. It clears projectiles. But I don't know if it clears floor projectiles. I don't know if it has that low of a hitbox. I'm assuming it does. It hits so wide and it hits very high. I don't see why it wouldn't hit low. But yeah, every time I see him, now my mindset, like whenever I see him hit the can, like just go ahead and do a shoulder charge. But I'm still confirming the fireball, and I don't know why. That fireball is not even easy to confirm into. You got to constantly do that. I think my brain wanted to confirm the DP, but I'm thinking like I'm playing like a Shoto, and her DPs with kicks. So I need to be thinking about like I was playing Kimmy as far as execution. I don't know why it's so hard though, but also I hadn't been practicing by that point, so that was a bad guess that I didn't need to take. And to be fair, I could have won this game, but I got impatient there and tried to walk out of pressure instead of just blocking it out and just V reversal when I could, because I had V reversal. He couldn't super me or anything. He didn't have meter, so I should have shoulder charged that. It's interesting looking back and seeing like stuff I could have done differently now, as it always is without trying to do these videos when I can. Oh, I could have punished that. I need to practice punish a bullhorn with her. Oh, that was such a waste of a combo. That's the other thing too. I know more with her now than I did at the time. Not know some better confirms. And with the putter. That was bad. I put myself in a really bad position there. And actually could have got a better combo off of that too, but all I want now is to get super. Super. Oh, this is what, yeah. I went there and I got thrown a wake up and I was so mad. I actually was legit angry right there because I'm like, I tried to super at the end of her V Trigger 2 and it just didn't come out. I don't know if my timing was bad or what, but I just didn't get the super to come out. I definitely have 4 meter. Also, big shout outs to the modders that do these tracksuit swap. Or the modders. It's only one modder I know that does it. That does the tracksuit swap with the different colors. This is what I wanted in the first place from these tracksuit mods, and they just never did it. But the modder themselves, not mods, the costume, but the modders actually modded that in. It's like really dope, and it works well for her. There's a couple of colors of her with the tracksuit that's really awesome. That being said, yeah, this is the Aurora right too. Now, interesting about Aurora, and I won't go way too into it in this video because I want to make a separate video for Aurora once I play some more matches with him and I confirm what I feel. But I feel like Aurora actually plays more to my strength and is more of my kind of character, which is weird to say because I didn't think that would be the case at all. Well, no, but I kind of knew. I was like, Aurora's more of a zoner kind of deal, definitely more patient character, and I can tell probably fits me a bit better. Aesthetically, people are going to be really surprised when I say this, but aesthetically, I've always liked Oro. It's just that I suck at third strike, so I never really dug into it that deep. And I had Ken and Makoto there, so I'm like, well, I want to play them more than Oro. So I never really got into them. But now, just because I want to do it for fun, I might actually add Oro to my like main rotation just because I like Oro so much, especially in this game. Oro's just fun. And he's like this zoner / rush down character, which is I think works well in Street Fighter 5. It works well for me because it gives me a lot more versatility, as opposed to like say Rose, who is like much more just zone heavy. I'm sad about Rose. She got some really good buffs, and even after the buffs, I played her and I still feel like I'm playing with 2 left feet in this game, which really feels sad because I'm such a Rose like fan, but I just can't play her in this game. And I might give her one more try just to see if I can make it work. Not that she's bad because Rose isn't bad at all. But I feel like I'm playing with 2 left feet, and I don't know if because it's been so much time since I played her last, or because she plays so differently in the 5 engine, it just doesn't work the same. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's just not working at all. Even with the buffs, the changes, and all the buffs she got were things that I wanted, except for the Soul Punch, which was something I didn't even anticipate, and it was like an even better buff. I'm like, man, I should be working pretty well with her now. I have to put the time in, I guess, and see see how it goes, but. And I guess what sucks in general is like right now Street Fighter 5 is in a position where it's gonna be winding down. And much as I actually like the game a lot where it's at now, and I want to put more time into it once I get some more free time. Right now I don't have that much free time. I'm working on a bunch of projects, and that's probably why I haven't seen like a lot of videos on the channel. But yeah, I wish all this would have released like way earlier. It sucks that we get this now, 5 years in, because man, I would have been so much more fond of the game from the start. Probably put more time when I had more time to practice. I'd have been playing like a lot better, I think, because we had more interest. But it is what it is. Pack the butt. Thank you for the matches as well. For the matches, I ran through in like casuals or something. I think I'm pretty sure it was casual matches at this point. This is like it's probably day 3. This may be after that first session with Big Van Vader. I can't recall. I don't recall if one came first. But they were all within like the first couple of days of each other. This is my favorite color of the tracksuit mod, by the way. Oh my god, this is so cool. I love this. Like, black and gold is like a favorite aesthetic of mine too, so this really stands out. But I digress. This Oro was very weird. CFN name aside. Like, at first I was like, oh, this Oro's like doing some random risky stuff. I don't understand what he's trying to do. But then, like, it starts wrecking me, and I just can't seem to like catch on to what he's doing. Then I realized that Oro is actually a very tricky character that I didn't like give enough credit for that, because like it seemed like very straightforward, aside from like the obvious mix-up stuff. But like, this is really, Oro is like surprisingly squirrely for somebody that doesn't have like that fast of a walk speed. This gets very mobile, just very jumpy, and just, you know, double jumping everywhere and dashing in and grabbing out of nowhere, and throws a fireball and follows it up with a V skill and then goes around the other side. It's like, I need this character to stay still. Actually, it's this round, actually. I think that I didn't put the other game on here. I put this round on here because I like, this is where things really went bad. I want to punch that DP, but my goodness, he lands for that DP very fast. Much faster than anticipated. Oh, I should have just went for the sweep there. And I just need one hit, and I'm trying to get it. I bet I don't get it. Oh, I did get it. Never mind. See, I understand myself. Maybe they put the first one up here. I don't know. But that cross-light kick, yeah. I'm realizing now, too, I put people in situations where they're just kind of stuck. That's a good time to go for a crouching roll, because they're going to probably want to walk out. Which, that's like probably 20 years old information, but, you know, live and learn, right? Okay, I just did sweep. That should did way more than that. Ugh, no. That should have been a much better cancel. I don't know how I got that super. Probably trying to do DP. In fact, I know it's probably trying to do DP. For some reason, I kept getting like super out of it. And I was like, why? I'm not trying to do that shortcut system. I'm blaming shortcut system, but probably just input on error on my part. I should have went fast with that. I think I didn't realize I had that left. And so when I like went in the stance, I just didn't recognize it fast enough to like actually react and do something about it. But it is what it is. It be what it be. It do what it do, and you see what you see. Man, that black gold multi was dope. And then with Daigo matching up with it. Oh man, this looks dope. This looks dope. But yeah, it's so, I hate when I like a character so much visually, and they just don't gel with me, like play style wise. And I'm not even gonna say like Akira doesn't gel with me completely, because there's certain things about her style I do like. Her crouch medium kick, or aka low forward, her stand fierce, crouch fierce, all normals that I really enjoy. Her light confirms aren't bad. It's just I gotta confirm the DP, which I hate when I have to confirm the DP. Which is not to say I can't do it. It's just I don't think it's not my favorite like light confirm to have. My emergency light confirm, I should say. And yeah, then this Oro just kicked it into high gear for the last game. It was like, what is happening? And this was like, yo, maybe I should be playing Oreo. I don't go. Eventually, I was gonna call him Oreo by mistake. I play Oreo Cookie. I kind of felt like I should be playing Oro at this point. But this set actually came down closer than I thought. At the time, I felt like I got schooled by this Oro, and I didn't necessarily get schooled. There were situations like this round here. I'm pretty sure this Oro kind of schools me. Oh, maybe not. Got him in the corner. I don't know my pressure strings yet, so I'm kind of just playing around and experimenting stuff, seeing what works, see what they press buttons against. And you see everything just whiffing. Like, they're very conservative about their poke hitboxes, which is kind of annoying, because it's like, you can let that work. You can let that rock. Oh, let's see. We got a good throw. I should probably, I know there's got to be some kind of juggle out of that I can get. Probably EXDP or something, but I didn't go for it. Oh, man. EX elbows, just mad whiffing. I'm trying to catch him doing something, but he's just not doing it. And now I'm done. All right, this is the last round with the sets. We are 1-1. I don't want to play the other match, but like I said, I'm trying to keep this video kind of concise or smaller. This is like a 3-hour video of me playing matches, because I've been taking like match footage. When I record match footage, I tend to do them in like big chunks and then cut out what I need to show. without like trying to sugarcoat things. I don't like make myself look better than I am. That's definitely a thing too. That was a boring exchange. Oh yeah, I didn't think that would hit there. I'm like, what? And it hit cross up. So I'm like, at least it looked like it hit cross up. I'm not 100% sure. I just know I couldn't block it because of the spacing within. And yeah, I have no meter resources now. I have nothing. Like, I'm pretty much stuck here. I'm gonna try and do something, but it requires this Oro. Yeah, no, I didn't sweep. That was punishable. That was mad punishable. So good games to Punana. Yeah, so things could have gone better. But yeah, playing Oro myself in the last couple of days, just kind of practicing with him. I do feel like Oro might be a better call for me, like pick up as a character I use long term. But we'll see. I'll be doing an Oro video very soon where I just play Oro matches and kind of do the same kind of commentary. But as far as my opinion on both of them and whether, you know, how fun they are, because I'm not going to tell you how good or bad they are, but how fun they are and how much I enjoy playing them, they're both actually surprisingly fun. Well, Akira I knew it would be fun, but Oro I wasn't sure. I thought Oro would be too technical or like just had this impossible barrier, but I'm not sure if it's just me just being obviously improving over time, but Oro's like basic juggles didn't even feel that bad. Whereas Akira, whenever I'm juggling with her, I think like keep in mind like whether crouching or standing and damage options. She has so many fun options you can go into, and that's why I find her fun. Plus the style, she just looks cool. The style looks cool. Like it all fits. So like I said, not gonna be my main. Not gonna remove Poison, the Jury, or Cammy. Those three, those are the characters I rely on the most, and especially Jury. Jury's my main. That's the character I represent basically now. Street Fighter V. So, and then Poison's like right there though, and that's what I use for like certain matchups where I think it'd be easier. And then Cammy I use when I'm pissed or for Bison. So if I'm mid-turning and I switch to Cammy, or if I'm like mid-set and I switch to Cammy, I'm probably angry or irritated or just like, all right, let me focus on like the most minimalist tools or tool sets so I can get my spacing and whatnot together. Yeah, that's about all I got really. Too long didn't reversion. Akira is fun, but not my play style. I can definitely get that vibe off of just playing her for the last few days that I played her. Oro is more my style. And I actually like Oro visually, so I'll be playing Oro a bit, and I'm going to do one in another video. I put some matches with him up. And I have a lot to learn with both these characters. So there you go. That's that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think. It's basically, like I said, this is an overview of what I thought of Akira, like my thoughts going through my head as I'm playing both these characters. And the fact that I'm leaning towards Oro, you know, surprised me too. But yeah, y'all have a good one, and I will holla at you later.